Hi, welcome to CordcuttersLI. Today I'm going to be talking about the new streaming service from Paramount Plus. But this isn't going to be your typical review of showing you all the things that makes it great. I'm going to show you 5 reasons why I'm canceling my subscription after the trial period. Before I get into all that, please go ahead and click that subscribe button below. Let's go! I'm going to list the reasons why I'm canceling my Paramount Plus subscription in no particular order, because the order might vary for you. One thing might be more important to you than the other. Reason number 1, VPN. Paramount Plus really doesn't want you to use a VPN when using this app. In fact, it just doesn't work if you have your VPN enabled and connected. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so here I'm showing you this on the Amazon Fire Stick 4K, but I've also seen this on the NVIDIA Shield and also the TiVo Stream 4K. It doesn't seem to matter what device, but if you have a VPN running and connected, Paramount Plus just won't run. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. So here I have the IPVanish is running and it's connected. So I'm going to go back out and I'm going to open up the Paramount Plus app and see what happens. So you see the nice splash screen and you're waiting. If you don't have the VPN connected, this would already be at the screen pretty much with your content to choose from. But we're going to sit here and wait. And wait. And wait. I'm actually going to fast forward a little bit. And then you'll finally eventually see this. Not much to do here. You can just click the OK button and it bounces you out. So there's nothing to do. So no big deal. I'll just turn off my VPN when I want to watch Paramount Plus. So you go into IPVanish and you disconnect and you go back and you go into Paramount Plus and all should be well, right? And we wait. But nope, same thing. So once you try to access Paramount Plus with the VPN, it bombs. Even if you then go out and disconnect your VPN, it still bombs. So what you're forced to do then is you need to go up to your settings, go into your app settings, it's a real pain. Go into your applications, go down to manage install apps, go down to your Paramount Plus and remove. You have to force stop the app, clear the cache, clear the data. Yes, you have to clear the data. And then you can go back out and then reconnect to Paramount Plus like you did the first time and re-enable it with your account and sign in and all that stuff. So it's a bit of a pain. Personally, that's reason enough for me not to have Paramount Plus. I mean, if you've watched enough of my videos by now, you know that I pretty much encourage everyone to get a VPN to protect your privacy online. It's really nobody's business where you go and what you do on the internet. So what you need to do is if you want to keep Paramount Plus and you want to have your VPN running, you need to actually go in and disable it each time before you open up Paramount Plus. And if you mistakenly open it without disabling your VPN, you've got to go through all these steps, which is a big pain. So for some of you who are familiar with VPNs and IPVanish specifically, you might be saying, well, go ahead and turn on split tunneling. Split tunneling is a method that you can have in a specific app not go through the VPN if you want to access that app. Well, yeah, you can do that, and it is a workaround. However, like I said, it's defeating the purpose of having a VPN in the first place. It definitely opens you up to everyone seeing what you're doing, and I'm not a big fan of that. So that's reason number 1. Reason number 2, the search sucks. Pardon my French. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So when I say the search sucks, I mean it. So let's go into Paramount Plus and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Those of you who are familiar with Netflix and some of the other ones, like even Amazon Prime or many of the other apps and streaming services out there, the searches are pretty good. Like when you want to search for something, but you're not quite sure what you want to search for, you can search by actors, you can search by genre, you can search by, any number of things. And it'll usually, come up with what you're looking for. Let's just say I want to search for Al Pacino movies, but I can't remember the name of a movie that I want that he's in. So what we'll do is we'll go up to the search. You see the search button here, so you can think, well, I have a voice button on my remote. Let's try that. Al Pacino. It doesn't do anything. It brings you back out to the Fire Stick home screen, kind of dumps you out of the app, and doesn't do much of anything. So that's the voice search. So that's out. Let's go back out. Let's go back into the app, and we'll go ahead and use the buttons to search for Al Pacino and see what we find. I'm hoping here to see, Al Pacino movies, right? No content found. How can that be? Well, I know that Paramount Plus has the Godfather movies, so let's search for Godfather and see if we can find that, just to make sure that they have at least something with Al Pacino, right? I think that's enough. All right, so you have to actually search the title of the movie by name. And I don't know about you, but I suck at remembering titles of movies. I, very often will, search for, one or two actors in the movie that I remember. And hopefully, the intuitive search will give me, something to watch. Not only that, but, like when you do a Netflix search, it's very smart, and it automatically starts showing you a bunch of Al Pacino content, and not only Al Pacino movies, but things that are like Al Pacino movies. This search does nothing. You basically you're on your own. You need to have your phone handy so you can do Google searches for things, and then get back to the app and search for it. So just to demonstrate what I was talking about with the Netflix search and how much better it is, and I do realize Netflix is a much higher priced subscription, and their content library is a lot bigger, and so on. But just to give you an idea, if we go to that same search, and I'm showing this on a web browser instead of a on the Fire Stick because I don't have Netflix installed on my Fire Stick, and I'm just being a little lazy. But let's just search for Al Pacino. I only got Al out so far, and it's already given me some stuff, a lot of Al Pacino content as well. But if you just search for Al Pacino, not only is it giving me Al Pacino movies, it's giving me movies that are like Al Pacino movies and TV shows that are kind of in the same, genre of Al Pacino movies. So, that's just one example. Now, Netflix doesn't have Godfather, right? But if you search Godfather on here, it's going to give you stuff that's like The Godfather, So, it kind of does a really good job of, trying to give you content that you want to watch. If it's in their library, it's going to give you the closest thing to it, depending on how you search. So that's the kind of point I was trying to make. The search on the Paramount Plus app really leaves a lot to be desired. That's all. So that's reason number 2. Reason number 3, the content. It really leaves a lot to be desired. If you're not a big Star Trek fan, or you're not like getting the subscription and wait for the new Frasier episodes that are coming out, you might be a little disappointed. You can imagine that, all the CBS content's going to be there, obviously, right? But they also talk about other channels like BET and Comedy Central, MTV, and so on, right? Let's just go into MTV, for example, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Let's go over to... I was looking at this earlier. They have that Celebrity Deathmatch. That had 6 seasons, if I recall. And if you go down here and look at the episodes that they have available, they only have seasons 5 and season 6. This particular show was very, very popular when it first came out. In fact, most of the good episodes are in those first 3 or 4 seasons. So, that's one example. And I went through this a bunch for some of the non-CBS TV shows, and you're going to see the same kind of thing. They have a very limited amount of content for the stuff that isn't actually a CBS show. You'll need to get multiple subscriptions for multiple services or apps if you want to binge watch, for example, a show like this. Reason number 4, they're lacking sports content. CBS has been known for having awesome sports for pretty much their entire history. You would expect the sports content to be pretty remarkable, but it isn't. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So the next thing was sports, and how I was kind of disappointed with the amount of sports that they have. So if we go to home, And we go all the way down to sports. This is their entire sports library, basically. This is everything that they have in sports. How many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 things. But, you say, well, NFL, that's a big category, right? I'm sure they have thousands of things in the NFL, right? Let's go in there. Episodes. How many NFL episodes? 1. They have one thing in here. Something about Chad Johnson. Hockey. All right. How many games they have? 39 games in all of the history of everything. They have 39 hockey games. I don't really know what games they are. It looks like just about all of the games they have available are from November of 2019. If you want to see anything before or after that, you are out of luck. So play with this. See what you think. Leave some comments down below. Let me know what you think. Am I overreacting, or am I crazy, or do they just not have a lot of sports? Reason number 5, the ads. I understand these ad-supported apps and services, make their money by showing you ads and so on. But the way that they do it, I'm not really a fan. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so what I wanted to show you about the commercials or the ads that I found to be a bit annoying. They show their ads very similar to a lot of the other ad-supported streaming services out there, but with one big difference. I noticed this the other day when I was watching the Grammys. So here they are. I'm going to go ahead and let this play. And let's say I don't have enough time to watch this movie or TV show right now, and I'm going to come back to it another time, right? So we go home and we're going to leave the app. We're going to go to the store, go wherever, the next day we come back, we want to watch it again. We go back in. We hit watch now. Now, we just finished watching a commercial break. And it's showing me another commercial break. But it's also, if you look at the top, it's not showing us how long this commercial break is going to be. There's no timer up there. I can't fast forward it. I can't rewind through. So I'm not sure where I'm at. Like I'm at their mercy. I need to wait for this commercial to finish, see where I am in the show. Did it start from the beginning? Did it leave off where I left off? I don't know. Let's see. I guess we just have to wait. Don't know how long we have to wait. Oh, 2 commercials. I guess we'll wait for another one. Are you starting to see my frustration? This would just drive me nuts. Being a cord cutter at heart, I'm not used to watching commercials. I usually, binge watch things, commercial free or whatever, after the fact, or able to fast forward. So this is, pretty bad when it comes to the ad supported. I think Discovery Plus probably does one of the worst jobs in the ad supported realm, from what I could see. Is that the second or third commercial? I'm not even sure what we're up to at this point. All right, so now we're back to the show. Now, what did it do? All right, so it brought me basically to the same spot I was, but it brought me back to the previous commercial break. So here I am. And then you can continue watching. Let's go back. Maybe I want to rewatch some of this, right? Well, even when I rewind and I want to rewatch something that I've already watched, it makes me watch commercials again. Really? Not me. So those are the 5 reasons why I am canceling my Paramount Plus subscription. I'd like to hear what you think about it. Go ahead and leave your comments down below. Good, bad, ugly, love it, hate it, whatever. Let me know. I always answer questions. If you have any questions down there, please leave those as well. If you enjoyed today's video, please do click the like button below. And if you want to see more videos when they come out for CordcuttersLI, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.